Hey everyone, welcome to EcoHive. Today we'll be creating some galleries using FastApi. I actually created three of them. I created this one first. As you can see, these are the thumbnail images. If you click, they pop out in a pop-up. Pretty cool. And here is the code. Let's actually let me show you another one. This with nicer square thumbnails. Let's run this real quick. Reserving it using UVcorn. Oh, this is the scrollable. Okay, well, this was another one. It's with scrollable images. When you click, the images pop out underneath. They just list one after the other according to where you clicked. I could have worked on trying to fix it to make it into a pop-up. Well, maybe we can try this in the video. Anyway, this was another one. And let's see. Yeah, I think I lost was it this one? I wonder. Let's try this. Yeah, this one. Here we go. Pretty cool. So I've tried OpenAI's Playground and I've tried FastApi, the ChatGPT, but I found actually they weren't giving me working code the first time around. And I tried it with Github Copilot and it was kind of perfect, and I used to complete it with OpenAI's Playground. So actually, let's just begin. I actually created a spec sheet. As you can see, it says search images folder for images because that's where the images are. The images are AI generated. Display the images in browser in a grid of clickable thumbnail images. When a user clicks on any thumbnail, image will pop open in a pop-up window. Use pill. I said pillow library because I found that this was the best, easiest alternative as far as I could tell. I made a comment saying use HTML within FastApi, use JavaScript script when necessary, because it just was referring to or it was because the AI was thinking I'm already referring to a ready-made index.html. Just when I say this, it's more willing to write the HTML to host through using FastApi, such as you can see right here. Zoom in. Okay. And code HTML from scratch. I said apply course middleware if necessary, because you see some of the code that was generated, Chrome was blocking. Chrome security features was blocking from the images to be shown on the browser, and course middleware is a workaround about that. And in the final code, actually, we didn't really need to use this, but I'm just going to leave it there. And I just wanted to make sure all code is in Python, including JavaScript scripts, because I didn't want the AI to think that it can actually write standalone JavaScript scripts. Well, I'll make videos about that in the future, but currently we're just using Python FastApi. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this into, let's do it right here actually. Let's shut down the server, go back to the main directory. Okay. And I'm just going to paste it here as a doc string into Visual Studio Code. I have GitHub Copilot on. And then I will just let it do its magic. It usually recommends code line by line, but if you want to see totality of recommendation generation, you can do Control and Enter. Here, this looks fine to me, the first solution. I'll accept that and continue. Serve the images in folder, yep. Great. Yeah, it's looking into the images directory. That's what we want. And main function. It's working, as you can see. It's spinning. Okay, we'll accept that, and this should do it. Actually, yeah. We'll just save it, and we need to start the unicorn. Well, no, I'll have to delete this. Here we go. We'll type it from scratch. Unicorn n equals app with reload. We'll just wait. Yep, application startup completed. We can refresh it, and here we go. This is the first version I created, as you can see. This was nice, and I wanted to see this with scrollable images, right? So what I did was, actually, I copied everything down to here, including just the name of the function. And I believe I used OpenAI's Playground from this point on. Well, let's try it and see how it works. I'm just going to paste it here. And I will make a doc string. I will both make a comment here. Images are in a horizontally scrollable element, right? And here as well, I will write a doc string and reiterate that. And then we're using code DaVinci 002 with a little bit of temperature. Let's see what it comes up with. Looking good so far. This should be it. Let's grab it. Let's check what this error is about. It's a indentation error. No other errors, so we'll save it, and then the server will restart. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, this happens because this happens again and again because the main function should be returning, and a lot of times it'll do something like this: return HTML. This doesn't work either. This is why we are importing the responses from FastApi, and we need to use that, which is an easy fix. If you just type it in, it fills in the rest. Oh. Code is unreachable. Let me see. Okay, the problem was that, as you see, the way the Playground GPT typed this out is that it's actually returning the HTML document right away. This is not what we want. We wanted to assign it to an HTML variable, and then here we will return it along with the responses. So we'll just save it. When unicorn restarts, we'll refresh, and it kind of created a scrollable element. This is not what we were really looking for, and it's really not scrollable, and it's not clickable. So let's redo this. We will let it write a new one. Hopefully this time we'll have more luck. No, it's trying to create thumbnails and all. Well, we'll see where it goes. Save it. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, it's returning again. Not sure if this is gonna work. Yeah, just got real creative. Let's try it one more time. Okay, I've tried it a few times. I think this is my fourth attempt. The first three was giving me this internal server error. Couldn't quite figure out exactly why. And the way I did this is that I just put in HTML equals and then I let it generate. And I did it 3 or 4 times. I just didn't want to bore you with the generation process, and the trial and error. This is not an exact science, and you do have to do a lot of trial and error approach. But this one worked. Let's try it together. Paste it here. So we will have to, of course, modify this with the responses. And once we save it, let's fix this typo. And refresh. And actually, it did exactly what we were looking for. When you click it, it actually opens it in a pop-up too. So originally it didn't do it for me, as you saw in the beginning of the video. It's a bit of a hit or miss. But the true power of this, I believe, is that if you're learning FastApi like I am, I mean, it just gives you all sorts of interesting code that you can build on. So I think if it, for example, I believe we can do auto here. Let's see what happens then. Yeah, so if you do auto, then it opens it in its original size, for example. So I believe this is a good learning tool. It's useful to create code snippets that work. I hope you enjoyed it. I meant this to be a short video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and leave your remarks as a comment to tell me what you think of it and for suggestions for future videos. Take care and Happy New Year, everyone.